Hi, welcome to Magpie Moonchild. My name is Kaylee. This is an all signs general love reading. I'm going to work from Aries all the way through to Pisces, in that order, in the normal running order. I'm going to put timestamps down below, so if you want to skip to your sign, by all means skip to your sign. Just a bit of housekeeping. You are responsible for your own decisions and judgments in life. Do not give up your free will to a tarot reading. If appropriate, get the relevant legal, medical, financial, business advice. If it requires professional advice, absolutely go get it. Roles can be reversed. It's a general read, so if it might not resonate with you, if it's not, put it aside, leave it, go, move on, do whatever it is you want to do afterwards. But it might be worth relating back to it at some point, because it may have resonated more than you currently realise. Is there anything else? Anything else is down below. The decks that I'm using today are Mystic Mondays and Light Seers Tarot, if those things matter to you. And I do have Romance Angels Oracle cards, but we'll see. It'll be about whoever you're thinking about. It's going to be a love relationship. Whoever it is you're thinking about, you may be with them, you may not be with them. They may be your friend, your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, fiance, whoever. If it's somebody that matters to you and you're here looking for it, this is who it's about. So can I get a read for Aries, please? What does Aries need to know? Oh, there we go. The Nine of Swords, anxiety, het up. Almost like mental anguish, intense mental anguish. It's keeping you up at night. Doubting yourself, you just want to hide away. It's actually hurting you. Something's actually hurting you. What else? I need more from this Aries, please. Another card for Aries, please. There we go. Nine of Wands. So you're contemplating one more time, one more round, one more go. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? I'm getting no, you need to move on. Six of Swords is about moving on. And let's be honest, if it's causing you this much mental anguish and pain to the point where you are doubting your own confidence, do you really want to go in again? You've got your defences up, and it's like, I'm not even convinced you want to go in again. I think you're here, Aries, because you think, do I need to, should I not? But no, it's the Six of Swords is that moving on energy, dealing with the emotions and the toxicity that's already happened within the relationship, and it's just time to move on. It's time to process that and move forward. The only place you can really go from the Nine of Swords is the Ten of Swords, and that's like the whole stick a fork in me, I'm absolutely done, fuck it, I'm done. And the fact that it's come with the Nine of Wands, which is like once more into the battlefield for me, no, I think you've already shut off. I think the fact that you love them is what's making you even consider it. But just because you love somebody doesn't mean you have to put yourself through this much pain just to be with them. So no, Aries, no, just leave. Just move on. Just thanks for the memories. Thanks for the memories. I love that song. Thanks for the memories. But yeah, even though they weren't so great, do you know what I mean? That's, maybe listen to that song and channel what it is. It came in for a reason. But yeah, no, this is not healthy. This is not healthy. This is not a healthy headspace for you to be in. If you've left and you still love them and you think, oh, maybe once more, at least give yourself time to heal and start from a fresh new place with them. But no, you should be walking away. This is clearly just saying, don't go for it one more time. I know you're considering one more time. How many chances do they need to have, Aries? How many times do you have to go in and do this? Because it's you coming out like this, not them, it's you. No, Aries, cut them and go. Cut them and go. I will do a Romance Oracle card for you, but Romance Angels. Romance Angels. It's got engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. I would not commit to a person that's putting you through that much anguish, personally. Maybe the person you need to engage and commit to is yourself. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So yeah, it could be. This could be in your future. If you walk away, this is in your future. This could be in your future. The person that you're supposed to be with and you can progress with. I mean, they're pretty oldish looking. Let's grab another one. I'm getting that you feel like this is your soulmate. And I hate to tell you this, but I don't think they are. I don't think they are. What you want from them, what you want to hear is, yes, they are my soulmate and I'm supposed to be with them. And yes, this has all gone down, and but they're not, I don't think they're quite what you think they are. I think in your head you've got this lovely dreamy scenario that they are your soulmate, that's who you're supposed to be with. You've got this future, and I think it's the hope of that future is what's keeping you where you are. But that future isn't happening. It's not happening. You just keep getting battered. You keep getting bashed. You keep being dragged along a little bit further, a little bit longer. And that's not a good place to be, Aries. It's really not. It's not. And you just kind of, look, I'll just take one more hit, one more round, one more hit, one more round, one more go. I'll give you one more chance. How many chances have you given them already? Because this is signifying maybe 9. At least 9. What you're going to do, wait for the last one, they stab it in and finally do you. One last time, they stab you in the back. It's not healthy, Aries, and I would be out of there. It's just not healthy. I wish that was a happier reading, Aries, but yeah, on the bottom you've got the star, hope and healing. What you hope for is there. The star comes after the tower. The tower is what shakes your foundations and raises everything to the ground, and you're left with the bare strong stuff that actually stood the test of time, stood the storm. And then what you do after that is you're selective. You choose wisely your materials that you build with, your support network, the people that you trust in your inner circle, what you want your vision of the future to look like, regardless of another person. I wouldn't even imagine another person in your world. What is it you want for your life, for yourself, and then build from there. That's what the star is about, having a vision of how you want your life to be, not how you want your life to be and they have to be in it. It's not that. It's being all fine on your own, and that whoever you're with is an extra cherry on top. You have to be a whole person on your own. The person that you're with at the moment is just destroying your confidence completely, and I think you've got to the point where you think there is no one better out there. There's nothing. There is so much better out there for you. There is so much better out there for you. You just have to sort of have a vision of what it is you're willing to accept. Write a list of, literally write out on paper and put, the person I'm looking for in life will have these qualities, and write it out on a list. Write it out on a list and then go send it off into the universe. I don't know, burn it on a bonfire or whatever. Just however you want to get rid of that list, to send it out into the universe with your request. Send it out, and then hope the universe will provide. That person will come into your life when they're supposed to. And in the meantime, while you're waiting for them to turn up, work on you. What is it you want in your life? Build up your friendships again. Build up your support network. Make sure that you have everything in your life that you need. Not be waiting around for another person. Be more Aries. Be more independent. Be more fiery. Be more determined to not settle. Do not settle, Aries. Okay. Taurus. We'll do one for Taurus. Can I have a card for Taurus, please? A card for Taurus. I have a card for Taurus, please. There we go. 3 of Wands. So you're looking to the future or waiting for something to come in. You put the seeds in. You have the King of Pentacles. So look, what else have we got? I like that King of Pentacles with his little wolf husky hound with him. He's got his library books. Maybe you're looking for someone who's bookish. Or you're with someone who's bookish. You just want this future where you can be cozy in the house with them. You've got your library, you can sit and read your books. The Devil. The Devil. Okay. So, obviously we've got the Three of Wands, which is you're waiting for your wave to come in. So you're riding the waves, but you're waiting for the big wave to come in. And I'm getting that you are waiting for this person to come in, or you think you found this person, because this is in the current. You think you found this person who to you is the King of Pentacles, the person that you want to set your home up with, spend your evenings with. They're quite sensible, they're intellectual, they've done a lot of studying. They're comfortable in their own skin, they make you feel comfortable in your skin, they're loyal. I mean, the King of Pentacles is the keeper of the kingdom, isn't he? He brings home the breadwinner, and it's that sort of energy, grounded energy, and they're happy, they're smiling, and they make you feel great. And I get that you want this person in your life, Taurus, because you want this relationship where you both work together, symbiotic almost. But what you need to be careful of is that you don't let that slip into codependent behaviour, where because the devil is a choice as well. The devil is a choice. You become codependent on another person. Change. You almost like chain yourself to them willingly. And Taurians aren't normally submissive, so I'm not really. Or it could be that you could be trying to control somebody else. You kind of have to let whoever it is you're with, the best way to move forward, or moving forward, is to do your own things and have your own bubbles and come back to the library and tell each other about your day. You know that they're your person and they know that you're their person, and not have to be clingy. It could be that somebody is being quite clingy. It could be you, it could be them. This, because energy is interchangeable. Somebody is being clingy and needy, and I just can't live without you. And it could be a symptom of the fact that we've been in this situation where we're either separated from the other person and we've made it through and now we're reunited, because obviously we've been isolating from each other, or you've been isolating with them and you're so used to having them in your life every day that now you're all going back to work or out doing other things, possibly with other people. You're now like your crutch of getting through situations, because it's quite anxious at getting back out there. And I get that you waited so long for this person to come into your life, and they really are like, they are your king to your queen. Do you know what I mean? They are the king of your kingdom. That can be a female, by the way, as well. It's not just a male, it's just the name of the card, by the way. But yeah, you feel like they support you. And I don't just mean financially, but materially. Like when they hold you, you feel safe. When you are scared, they'll go and check downstairs because you think you've heard something for you, or it's just that person, your person you can count on, the dependable person that is there, your stalwart. Do you know what I mean? Your person just, it protects you. They protect you, and in a heartbeat, without even really thinking about it. They are loyal. But yeah, try not to be too clingy, or if this is the other way around, that they're being clingy, talk to them. Say, look, sometimes we need our own space, we need to be able to do our own things. It's not, if it carries on being clingy, I'm not going anywhere, but we're going to have problems if this codependent behaviour continues. You do not need me to go to the shop on your own. You do not need me to go with you to the pub with your friends. You do not need me. Do you know what I mean? It's like, sometimes you need your own space. You've spent all this time in isolation, cooped up. You kind of want to go and see people and do different things. Yeah. So yeah, somebody is using someone else as an emotional crutch. Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Again, it could be an addiction to a substance that is also setting this up. When I say codependency, it's not just on a person. It can be a substance, either food, wine. Why specifically wine? I don't know why that's come up. Alcohol, drugs. Obviously, if you're on medical drugs, absolutely stick with what your doctor's prescribed. I'm not saying that. It's just recreational wise. these things aren't always healthy. So in some way, I'm getting that you're using them as a crutch. And again, that's if you're having issues with a partner, it could be that one or both of you are being overly codependent on each other, and it's time to just you're not, I don't see a break here, I don't see a breakup. See, this is a choice to going forward. There's no breakup there, it's just you need to reevaluate the dynamics of what's going on at the moment. That's all, Taurus. Just if they're going out with their friends, why don't you meet up with one of your friends or have them over for a cup of tea, because we can go in each other's houses in some parts of the UK at the moment. But yeah, or meet up at the beach and just with a group of friends, but you don't have to sit with them all the time. You can go and out with the others as well, and you can do your own sort of things. But yeah, no, don't. Codependency, it will take a toll. Being clingy will take a toll. What have we got now? Gemini. Okay. Gemini. Can I have some cards for Gemini, please? Cards for Gemini. Queen of Cups. In the past, what have we got for the present? So the Queen of Cups is somebody that's emotionally stable, nurturing, someone that will listen and care for you. If they can't help you, then they know where to send you to get some help. What have we got currently? They're also sensual and smouldering sexy. Not like in a I'm going to bang your brains out kind of way, but like I'm going to love you till you do not know what level you are on. It is sensual, it's touching and kissing and yeah, tenderness, tender love. Have you got someone like that, Gemini? Can I have another card for Gemini, please? Another card for Gemini. The Chariot. Are you thinking of a Cancer, Gemini? Moving forward, taking a trip, possibly. Also, they're in the desert, so... But the desert is hot. Or maybe you're with someone and it's all been quite foreplay-ish, teasing, but you've not quite got to the deal, so you're having like a sex drought. Or you've not seen them for a while. Maybe you had a lot of sex before and there's been a drought and you've not seen them for a while. So 8 of Wands, action, forward movement. Yes. Oh, by the way, 6 of Wands is there, and it's success. But like, she's that Queen of Wands, is sat on a rod. So you get what I'm saying? She sat on it. If Gemini, if you have had a sex drought with this person, things are about to move forward. Drop them a text, flirty little sexy text, and yeah, you'll soon fly over that drought to success. Take me to Pleasure Town. Is that an Anchorman? Take me to Pleasure Town. Yeah. Send them a message and you're going to get some, Gemini. Especially if it's a Cancer. Lucky Cancer. They are sensual. They are sensual. They are sensual. They are underrated as lovers, by the way. They are underrated as lovers. One thing though, Gemini, if you've got you deserve love, you are lovable, if you're having, and pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So I'm getting that, yes, you'll get laid. Don't get me wrong, I'm all for fun. But if you're hoping for something more, tread carefully, take it slowly. Do not let them cast you aside. I'm getting like pick you up like a puppy. Like, don't be too available for them. Only do it on your terms, because it could be that if you just drop it to them every time that they want it, they will literally just leave you, ignore you, and then you get to this situation where you think, oh my god, I need them. If you're looking for love with this person, I don't think love that you're looking for is going to be with them. I'm getting that You probably deserve, if you want love, it's not going to be with this person. You deserve better than they're going to offer you. This is going to be like a booty call type energy, or just a hanging out with each other. It's never going to go to anything committed. Pay attention to the red flags. If they start demanding things of you that you're not comfortable doing, or they should respect you, and you need to make very clear what it is you do and don't accept. You make your boundaries very clear, and do not go back on them thinking that you can't do better than this person, because you can't do better than this person. Even if they do have a massive 6th wand for you to sit on, that doesn't stop you being worth the moon and the stars and being treated better than they are. Okay, that's Gemini. Cancer, what have we got for Cancer? Can I have a read for Cancer, please? Love read for Cancer. I need 3 cards. There's one. Page of Swords. Doing a little stalky stalk, are we? Or learning? Page of Swords is my, like, Facebook stalker. Facebook stalker. Pages are very naive energy as well. They're non-committal as such. They're sort of intrigued by everything, but don't really go down rabbit holes necessarily. Swords energy, it's all thinky. Whirlwind. Caught in a whirlwind alert. What a bright idea. Let's have a look. Another one for Cancer, please. 8 of Cups. Walking away from something that no longer serves you emotionally. And the Page of Pentacles. This is very naive energy, Cancer. Very naive energy. You could be having a stalky stalk. If you're sat around looking at your ex on the interwebs, on the Instagram faces and stuff, you kind of need to stop that and leave that in the past, because that's what I'm getting. You need to move forward from whatever relationship it is you keep trying to get back to. It's not going to serve you. It ended, I'm getting that it's with a fire sign, because this cup's drowned and left and gone, snuffed out. So yeah, your passion may still burn for this person, but that doesn't mean they're the right person for you. You can love someone and not be with them, Cancer. I think as Cancers, we think that because we love someone, we should be with them. And that's not always the case. You can love someone and unconditionally love someone. You can love someone and not... Just because you love something doesn't mean you have to own it. Because I think you're not seeing the potential in other relationships and other things, because you're so hooked up on this person that you keep stalking, and you've got all these different ideas of how you're going to get back in touch with them, and on the Twitters, or yeah, you're in a whirlwind. A whirlwind. It was probably a whirlwind romance, or it felt very much like you could do anything. You could cross any like no gap would be too far for you to cross to each other. It may have been a long distancey type thing, but they're not the person you're. Well, they might. I'm not getting that they're supposed to be the person you're supposed to be with. Yeah, I'm getting that they're probably a fire sign. But as we know, if a fire has too much water, and we are very water, Cancer, very water. I'm a Cancer sun. You can snuff that out. It can be overwhelming, and so yeah, leave them with love. Love them. You can love them. I mean, the love of my life isn't in my life anymore. I have 2 loves in my life, just so you know. I have my husband, and I have the love of my life, who's ironically a fire sign, I think. I don't really know. Anyway, we're not meant to be together. We're not meant to be together, and that's absolutely fine, because the only thing I wish for him is that he's happy and he finds someone that loves him like he deserves. I don't have to be with him, because he did things in my life that I will never ever stop being grateful for. He got me through the darkest days of my life, and I mean genuinely the darkest days of my life. But we're not meant to be together. If we were meant to be together, we would be. So, but yeah, but you shouldn't be going back and stalking that person. You shouldn't be going back and looking and thinking, oh well, what if? Well, living in the past means that you're not, first of all, living in your future, and you're not giving yourself the opportunity to go and discover new beginnings with people. The Page of Pentacles is the possibility of something growing. At the moment, you're not even looking for a possible new beginning with anybody else. You can have more than one love in your life. You can have more than one love of your life. You can have one, you can have three, you can have five, you can have as many as you're open to receiving. And at the moment, because you're still stuck on this person that you're looking for, yes, you were very young, and yes, it was wonderful, and yes, they were amazing and kind and everything that you set a benchmark for here on in, that you've always set some people to their standard. That's great, but other people aren't them. They are great in their own ways. And the person that you probably look back, and you probably keep them on rose tinted glasses because they were the love of your life, they had flaws. You're just choosing not to remember them because you've never felt like anybody like you felt about them. And that's okay, but there are different kinds of love in the world. There's your first love, the all-consuming, I thought we'd be together forever because we're like teenagers, young 20s, and oh my god, it's so amazing. Great. Do you know what I mean? That's wonderful. But going forward, what are you going to do? You're going to be lonely for the other 50, 60, 70 years, 80 years of your life. Just because that person, you're not with that person, not meant to be that person anymore. We have soulmates. A soulmate doesn't mean that that's the person you're A, romantically tied to, and B, they come in and out your life. They're there to teach you a lesson, a life lesson, and then you drift apart from each other. If you come back together again, great. It's like you think they're the proverbial twin flame and you're supposed to be with them, and at some point you will come back together. You may come back together, but what are you going to do in the waiting time? Because I'm pretty sure they're not waiting for you, are they? They're probably off getting married or having kids or with somebody else. And I know that's horrible to hear, Cancer, and that's really harsh to hear that they're off living a life. But they're off living a life. You are living in the past. You have all these years. Are you going to sit looking back to one summer or 1 year of your life for the next 90? No, get out there and make memories. Go to the beach and watch the sunrise over the sea, the ocean, or you can leave it there burning for them. You can leave your cup burning for them. Absolutely. Love them unceasingly. Love them unconditionally. That's fine. But you do not have to be with them. You do not have to even be romantically with them. Sometimes love isn't just a fairy tale romance. Love is so many different layers, and the only thing we'd ever do is confine it to this Disney fairy tale happily ever after ending, and we think we only have one person. There are so many people out there for us to enrich our lives and show us experiences. At the moment, you're not even considering another person to have experiences with. You are literally closing yourself down for one person that may not even come back into your life romantically. And that's not a way to live, Cancer. That is not the way to live. So you need to take this page, make it a night, and as in a night, as in like a sword night, not one night. And go and have adventures. Go and have adventures. Because what happens if they do come back into your life? What are you going to tell them? Oh, I sat around and thought about you for 20 years. No, you want to say I went to Morocco, or I went to climbed a mountain, or I did this. I stole a can of beer from a shop and made a run for it, or I went to an illegal rave. Or you have to have stories. You have to say, oh God, I've missed you, but my God, have I filled the time. You have to you have to make your life as colourful and as interesting as possible. You may meet somebody along the way that surpasses this person. You may well do that. But right now, Cancer, you're not meeting anybody, and you're just sat lonely, and you need to walk away from that love that, yes, still burns, but you need to move forward with your life, Cancer. This is not your person to be with at the moment. If that's what you need to hear to go out and do other things at the moment, absolutely. But I think you need to appreciate that they might have walked away from you. But there is nothing here that says reconciliation to me. All I'm getting is go out and have some fun and enjoy yourself. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. I'm really sorry, Cancer, but you do need to release the ex. You need to not forget about them. Be thankful for every precious moment. They taught you what an aspect of love is, and it's lovely, it's wonderful. You may remember how it felt when they kissed your back all over for an hour straight. You may remember songs they used to sing together. You may remember all sorts. Those are amazing memories, but they're memories. They're not happening now. And now you need to live in the here and now and be grateful that you're on this journey. And just take the time to heal the future, to absolutely grieve the future that you thought you might have with them. But you kind of need to let it go to bed, Cancer, because I do not see them coming back right now, anytime soon, if they even are. You just kind of need to, and I'm really sorry that I have to tell you that, but I'm here to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. And Cancer, you need to release them and let them go. They are your past, and they're going to stay your past. Really sorry. Just going to take a sip of tea. Move on to Leo. Can I have a card for Leo? Oh, that went very quick. 8 of Cups, walking away. Did you just ditch a Cancer? Oh, no, I'm joking. 8 of Cups. It was a different deck, so it's not like it's the same card coming out. 8 of Cups. So at some point in the past, you have walked away from something that was no longer serving you. Now you are doing your thing. You are in your element. You are moving forward, striving forward. Making decisions. This is Aries energy. This is, I'm going to do it. I'm going to make it happen. And why shouldn't you, Leo? To be honest, why shouldn't you do whatever it is you fucking want to do? Let's have a look. But you've got something, it feels like you're carrying extra weight. An emotional weight on your shoulders. I have one more card for Leo, please. At the current moment, you're making your shit happen, doing what you want to do. You are literally in your element. It's a Fire King that's elevated up to Emperor. Temperance. Temperance, balancing, middle road, finding a balance. Got 2 major arcana. You've got the Emperor and Temperance come out, so big things for you in the current and the future. Yeah, you walked away from someone and they're not talking to you. They've got their back turned to you now. Remember those romantic nights? Skinny dipping in the pool, walks on the beach. The way they looked when they would just come out the shower, you just like looking at them. But that's in the past. You walked away, or they walked away, Leo, and it's done. It's done. And now you get to do you. You've built your empire. This is a water sign I'm getting, because you've got the Cups energy, but you've also got Temperance, and that's balancing fire and hot and cold, fire and water, light and dark. It's a card of healing. But yeah, so you're in your element. You're a Fire King. This is Aries. It could be an Aries or a Sagittarius. They are the cards for Aries and Sagittarius. But yeah, it's like you had 2 choices and you made your choice. And I don't think you picked either person, to be honest. I think you just walked away and did your own thing. And, you know, that is absolutely fine, Leo. If that's what you want to do, go and do your thing. Have your freedom. Do it all, because that's what Sagittarius does, don't they? They go off, no carefree, no one's tying me down. I want to go visit the world. Quite eclectic. You don't have to. You just, I get that you're getting to a point now where you kind of want to, you do want the middle road with someone. Maybe you're considering the ex, because if they're a water sign, maybe you're weighing up, can we make it work? You know, they want all these things, I just want one big thing, but can we balance it out? We want different things. Can we balance it out? Can we heal the divide? You spent all this time building your empire, building up what it is you want to do, literally building. Maybe you've built a home for 2 people, and now's the time you want to fill it. And the fact that you left them behind, I think you've always sort of carried some sort of hope that you'd get them back, and now you want to heal that gap and heal that divide. Daddy issues. Daddy issues were the problem. Daddy issues. And they've worked on them. Is that what it is? They've, or family issues, issues with their mum, dad, family, those healing issues. Because I've got healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents, but it's not just parents, is it? You can have other family members that cause problems. Is that what drove you apart, Leo? You couldn't deal with her daddy issues, or his daddy issues, whatever. Childhood problems that had eked through into the grown-up relationship. And now, are you prepared to take some of that on? Is that what it is? You're prepared to take that on and help them heal. You know you can't fix them, right? They have to do the work themselves. But you've also got to stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. I'm going to get another one just because. The future does show a middle road. So if you are thinking of a water sign, then you may find the balance that works for both of you and heal the divide between you. Because Temperance is healing for yourself and for them. Maybe you had to go and deal with your problems. Yeah, give and take, reciprocity. I think, personally, if this was me, if you're still in contact with them, give them a call, have a catch up, because what you've got coming forward is a bit of give and take, supporting each other. Six of Pentacles is, yes, the charity card, but equally it's reciprocity, equilibrium, giving and taking, the law of flow. You know, you give and you receive, give and you receive. I think you had so many issues, either you or her or him, whoever, had so many issues that had, like I say, eked through from your childhood. And I get that, because we're all dealing with our baggage, we're all dealing with old crap that comes to the surface at the worst of times. And I think you had to walk away to deal with those problems. And I don't think you ever forgot them. I don't think you ever stopped caring as such. You just had to work on your shit because you were not there. You were not the equal partner that they needed going forward to settle down with. I think now that you've done your issues, you've done your work, I think, and you're in a much more positive place, just get in touch with them, just catch up with them, touch base with them, and it may well lead to this path where you are now in a place, because you're more balanced and more healed. It's probably going to work out for you. But yeah, just take it slow, because if you've walked away from them, you've got wounds to heal and all sorts. But yeah, you're the Emperor. You are worthy of them. If this is your Empress that you're here to look for, you are worthy of them. Please do not doubt your worth. But yes, you've done the work. You've done the healing. You are now an equal partner to give and take with them. You're now sorry, message to tell me that it pause for half a second. Yeah, you are now more than equal partners to your, you are the emperor to the empress now. You've reached that level where you are ready to build a kingdom and an empire with someone. Leo. So next is Virgo. Can I have a card for Virgo, please? A card for Virgo. A card for Virgo, please. King of Cups. Somebody has done their emotional work. Unfazed. Well, sometimes that's you, Virgo. But you are very much here. The Queen of Pentacles. Look how gorgeous she is, by the way. Look at that. Look at her. Oh, it's beautiful. Serene, calm, exudes excellence, and yes, she knows her kingdom, she knows her worth, she is independent, doesn't need anybody else, it's whether she wants you or not. Is that you, Virgo? I'm good on my own, I don't need another person, I'm good. Seven of Swords. Oh dear. It's not always a bad card, by the way. Everyone goes, oh, that's the cheater card. It's not always the cheater card. It's sometimes it is like resourcefulness and cunning to get yourself through a situation. So please don't. So King of Cups. So this is in the past. So this could be, or the other person. It could be a water sign. To me, the King of Cups is Scorpio. Or Pisces. They're in touch with their emotions. They can come across quite cold sometimes, which I think sometimes you can, Virgo. Quite cold, because it's not that they don't feel, it's just they don't show it. They don't show it. So that's why it's always my Scorpio card, because it's like they know what they feel and they feel it deep, and Scorpios feel it deep. So if this is a Scorpio you're thinking about, they feel deep. The problem is they don't always show it to you. You could be feeling a little bit underappreciated by this person. Like, they'll listen to your problems, but they don't really seem like they're taking them on board. Yeah, they just so busy doing their thing, I think. And I'm getting that they might have felt a bit distant emotionally. You might have felt a bit distant emotionally from this person. But now I think you've got to a place where you are this. You're exuding the Queen of Pentacles. You are independent. You're Beyonce. You know, you're ready, just about ready to elevate yourself to the Empress. That Empress energy, the nurturing. You put a meal on the table. You bring the money home. You keep maintaining the house, make sure that there's somewhere to live. You dress well, you look amazing, by the way. Just calm, fixed, independent, more than open to a king. And I'm getting that you see this person is a king, so they can match your energy. They're on the same level as you. They're bringing stable emotions. Almost so stable you can't feel them, and you are just warmth and love and nurturing, and just whatever you touch, it just expands and blooms. She's a beautiful energy. It's the perfect energy for. I'm going to get another card to go with this Seven of Swords, sorry, because look, it's Thief in the Night sort of energy. Is there a cuckoo in the nest? You think there's a cuckoo in the nest? You think someone's eking you out from your King of Cups? I mean, you're in a place, Virgo, if this is the case, if there is a cuckoo in your nest trying to worm their way in with your other half, I mean, the alarm's been sprung. You are aware. But this is you. Remember, this is you. This is your worth. This is your value. You are a queen. You are, in my opinion, the best queen, because you have the warmth of the earth. You're not burning hot like fire. You're calm, you're serene, you're emotionally balanced because you have to be, because you have to knuckle down and work hard. You are independent. You will be fine. You will be fine with or without this person in your life. But if they've been quite distant, I think you're feeling that there's a cuckoo in the nest. I'm going to get one more card. There you go. That one's coming. Temperance. Temperance, which is fire and water. So this person could be like the complete opposite of you. Temperance is about balancing two extremes as well. So you could be feeling quite fraught at the moment. I think you go from one emotion to another because you think that this is happening. You think there's somebody. It could be that you live in the suburbs or the country and they work in the city. And you think this is all going on. They've got a Twinkie in the city. A Twinkie in the city, to quote Friends. Got a Twinkie in the city. This is fire energy. This is flighty, non-committal energy, because Sagittarians are notoriously off on an adventure. I don't think they've necessarily got somebody on the go, because this doesn't imply that there's two people. It's almost like they've got dreams. Your partner has, the other person has got dreams they've always wanted to follow. And because they seem distant, I think they've been trying to work out, they're having some sort of like, I want to say midlife crisis, but I don't even know if that's accurate. They're having some sort of crisis at the moment, like, who am I? What is it I want to do? What is it I even like want to achieve from this point on? I think we get to a certain point in our lives and we're like, oh, I haven't done what I intended to do before I was, say, 40. I haven't done that. I kind of need to do like a bucket list for that and start working towards that. And I think what they're trying to work out is how they can balance the extremes of reality with the sun, the reality of what their daily life is, with their dreams, their nighttime dreams, and things they probably haven't revealed to you before. I'm not getting cheating. Like I said, I didn't get cheating from it. I instantly went cunning, scheming. It's scheming. I think the alarm bells have rung with you because their behaviour may have changed slightly. They may have been this distant person. I'm not getting cheating though. So maybe it's worth talking to them and just say, just have a conversation, because I think this is quite a big moment for them. This is like I'm getting a life crisis. Like, I've always wanted to do this job and I now think I'm too old to retrain, or it's now or never that I can retrain. I'm looking at how I can balance our life and commitments, our lifetime commitments, with what I've always wanted to do, but I didn't want to talk to you about it until I'd worked out whether I could do it. I think that's the way the conversation would go, like, what's going on. And I think they just want to escape the city, the stress of the city, that city life, you know, working in an office, the high tempo. I've got tempo, but I don't think that's what I mean. The fast pace of city life. It won't necessarily be city. That's just what I mean. It's like things have got to happen and they've got to happen now. And I think the fast pace of it, and they're like, why am I flogging myself for this? This is not what I want. This is not the balance I want from life. So sit down with your partner. And if this is you having this crisis, you need to talk to your partner, because they think you're off banging somebody else and you're not. And together you can work out a plan. At the moment you're coming across shady, secretive, and all they're thinking is, there's a cuckoo in my nest. There's not a cuckoo in the nest. You need to have an open and adult discussion, because you are a king and a queen. You have the emotions and the material, and you have the home life together, and you have that wonderful balance of, you keep each other calm and you have everything you need. And maybe remind them, I can support you, you know, I have the money, so you can go and follow that dream that you've wanted to chase. You know, it's your time to do what you want to do. Give them, you can support both of you. You know this. You've got it. I've got the home. I've got it all down. Don't you worry. I'll keep us going. You go and chase what it is you want to do. Because at the moment, I think they're scared to tell you. I think that's what it is. They're scared to tell you because they can't work out how to do it. But I don't think they realise that if you work together, you can make... It's the alchemist. Temperance is the alchemist. You can work together and meld it all and make it all work. You can balance everything up together. You can balance everything up together, Virgo. And I don't think you need to... There's no cheating. I know you think there's cheating going on, but there's no cheating. This is not cheating. This is a dream they may not have shared before. They may think that you think it's silly if they tell you, but I'm not getting that. There you go. Calling in your soulmate. The person that you're with is your soulmate, I'm guessing. Your prayers, affirmations and visualizations help bring you together. Well, that's great, but what I'm getting is your visualizations. Affirmations and visualizations help bring you together. Working together to achieve the end goal that you both see. Literally, I want to make gold, and you're now got to work together in the art of alchemy to make that vision happen. You're now going to create something that seems impossible, but you're going to make it happen. So you need to talk to your soulmate. You need to call them in. Sweetheart, come. Sorry, that was really silly. But yeah, talk to them, get them talking, and you'll realise that, yep, there you go, getting to know each other. I think this is something they haven't told you about. They haven't told you. They've never shared this part of you. And do you know what's amazing about it? Yes, you think that it's come from a place that you think that they're cheating, but it actually gives you a chance to know each other on a deeper level and to deepen the bond that you have with each other. I think that's beautiful. Especially if you can support them. I'm getting that they've supported you in the past. Maybe not materially, financially, but they may have supported you in something before, and now it's your chance to do it for them. But yeah, there's something they're not quite telling you. It's not that they're cheating. It's that there's something they've always really wanted to do, and they don't see a way that they can do, they don't see a way that they can make their dream come true. They see it as a mountain they can't conquer. So help them have a vision of how to make it happen. Have a vision together, work together to do that. I think that's lovely, Virgo. I love that you came here thinking they're cheating and they're not. They just have a dream and you love them so much you're going to make their dream, help them get their dream. And I think that's amazing too. Okay, where are we? Oh, I got the Lovers copped. It's just the Lovers. But look, it's from a different deck. This was me shuffling for another read, but look. You mirror each other, you support each other. I think that's beautiful. Okay, Virgo, so we are on to Libra. Can I have all cards for Libra? We have the Moon, Ariel sat on her rock, wishing between two things. We have the Five of Cups, which is focusing on what you don't have. Look. And we have the Knight of Wands. So, with regards to your love life, let's have a look. So, you have secrets you've yet to reveal to this person, or somebody that you haven't. There's somebody you haven't told that you like. You've kind of kept it to yourself, like Ariel sat on a rock looking at Eric. I want to be where the people are. And you just want to be with this person, and you kind of kept it a secret for quite a while. Hedged your bets. Do I, don't I? Until you make a choice. Everything's potential, right? Sorry, I need a quick sip of tea. Five of Cups. And I love the fact that this is one way or the other. So sometimes you see it as, yep, it could happen. Yay, joy, joy, we'll be together. And then other times you're like, oh no, it's not happening. I don't think it could happen. Normally the Five of Cups is focusing so much on what you don't have. You don't see what you do have. And that's probably quite appropriate, because I think you're so worried that you don't have them, that you're not seeing the potential that you could have them. You could be with them. Because you're not making any moves. You're so focused on the fact that it might not happen, that it's stopping you from making it happen. And the advice you're getting from the cards is to just go for it. The Knight of Wands just goes for it. He sees something and he wants it. Bang, I'm there, suave, yeah. And I don't think there's any any need to ignore the fact that that is a wand, and it's quite a large wand. And wand energy is also sexual energy. So if you just fancy this person and you want to get it on, signs look good for a Knight of Wands. But equally, I don't know what it is you're looking for with them, because obviously this is major arcana, so you may be looking for something more serious from them. And I think the fact that you don't know whether it will be serious or not is what's stopping you. I would say just go in for a bit of fun, a bit of flirting, say, hey, do you fancy whatever, and it might lead to something more committal, but at the moment this is just telling you to go for it. It doesn't give me anything further than, say, the next couple of weeks. It just says go for it. I don't see the huge love of your life. It's just take the bull by the horns and go for it. You're always trying to balance things up, aren't you, Libra? Always trying to all make sure everything is how you can deal with it. Sometimes you just got to go with it. You can't, like, even this is balanced one way and the other. It's not, you can't work this one out with figures or make scenarios up. You've got let friends help you, ask for and accept support from others. So yeah, maybe if you have mutual friends, talk to them and just go, I kind of like them. Do you think maybe they like me? Play it quite chill, quite cool, laid back, non-committal. That's what I'm getting. Don't come in too heavy. Don't come in committal. You might be looking a long-term thing for them, but don't come in heavy. Come in fun and playful, banter, flirting, a bit of sexting maybe eventually. Yeah, let your friends go. Let your friends help you. Because they probably know, if you have mutual friends, they'll know where the land lies with them. And just see where that goes, really. Yeah, getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So it's taking that time to talk to them, get to know you, become friends first. Or you may be friends already, but maybe talk a little bit more, go a bit deeper, probe a few more bits to get to know them a bit more. Take a real interest in them. And I think by taking an interest in them, asking them more questions, getting to know them more, they'll be like, oh, they actually care more than just... But yeah, go in with the chatter, go in with the banter, a bit of flirting. But don't go in too heavy, don't go in too hard. Just take your time and tell them lightly how you feel. Oh, I kind of fancy you. Do you fancy? Send them a cheeky little text. Cheeky little flirty text, flirty message. And just play it flirty. Kind of like that. Okay, Scorpio. We're on to Scorpio. Can I have a card for Scorpio? There we go, straight away. 8 of Pentacles, hard work. Tending to your garden, which, judging by the last video I did, you need to tend your garden. So have you been learning that lesson? The Ace of Pentacles in your current, and for your future you have the 9 of Cups, which is a beautiful card. It's like wish fulfillment, making wishes and having wishes granted. So 8 of Pentacles in the past, I'm getting it's either a water sign or an earth sign that you could be dealing with. Tending the garden. But yeah, you have been trying to work on, it could be somebody who's quite witchy that you're into, or they like gardening or cooking. They're a really good cook, possibly. They do moon magic, either way. Sorry about that. My husband, ironically a Scorpio, just come home from the gym. He's now up having a bath and whatever, so he's out of my way. Also, my child lost a tooth. What an amazingly eventful 20 minutes. Gave me a chance to turn the big light on in here though, because it's getting dark. Okay, so where were we? Scorpio. In the past, this is a card of hard work. As I said, it could be somebody that you connect with that is quite witchy, Wiccan, earthy, spiritual. You may know that they do moon magic and similar, and yeah, they work hard, but equally you've worked hard on yourself, you've worked hard on the relationship. It's the card of perseverance. You've worked tirelessly on yourself, committed to working on the relationship. I'm getting that this is a relationship that you're currently in, not necessarily well, it could be a new relationship coming, but this is a card of somebody who, yeah, you've literally been working on yourself, honing your skills, developing your craft. It could be witchcraft. I'm not getting necessarily just witchcraft because she's sort of sat at a desk, so crafting skills, burning the midnight oil, sometimes studying, all sorts. But it's either a relationship that you've poured a lot into and you've taken the time to work with them, work on how you work together and your dynamic, balancing all yeah, somebody does the cooking and somebody sorts out the finances and the paperwork, but whatever it is, you've put the effort in, you put the groundwork in, sometimes underappreciated. I'm getting what's in your current situation. Sorry, I got a really itchy nose all of a sudden. What is that? So yeah, Ace of Pentacles is in your current. This is a chance for new growth, a new development, a new movement forward. If this is a relationship, it could be new vigor and life coming into it, a chance for you to grow in a different way together, putting roots down. If you've been in this relationship for a little while, it might be that you're moving in together, you're considering moving in together, putting roots down, buying a house together. It's a new development. If this is somebody that you're interested in, that you're thinking of, this could be the new beginning with them that you're looking for. You've put the work in yourself. That's why I kept going back to working on yourself. You put the work in on yourself, honed yourself. You could have been doing your moon magic and your rituals if you are a witch, like learning, developing your learning, candle magic. That's bringing in abundance. You've been working on bringing abundance into your life, and now is the chance for that abundance to enter and flourish. This is the seeds to bring that in. And for the future, you've got the Nine of Cups coming in, which is this gorgeous, yes, my wish has come true, that amazing fulfillment of when you've got everything that you hoped for. So everything that you're building in and putting foundations in now, Scorpio, the work that you put in now, you already know how to apply work ethic. You already know how to do it. You already know how to do it. What you need to do is nurture this seed. If it's a new beginning, if you've been having issues and this is a new beginning, you need to nurture this opportunity that you have to everything you've invested before will be for nothing if you don't start nurturing this seed. It is a seed, you have to water it, which is nurture their emotions. If this is to do with a new relationship, whether it's a new relationship, a new person, or a current person, when you have a seed, you give it a nice warm bed, you give it a nice foundation for it to grow, a safe environment for them to expand. You water it so their emotions, so they are emotionally comforted, physically comforted. You've got to be tactile and affectionate with this person. You have to consider their emotions and yours to an extent, maybe express yours in a more physical, outward, because I get that sometimes you're quite introverted, Scorpio, and it comes across cold and distant and unfeeling, and it's not that you don't feel, it's just that you feel really deep, and sometimes people can't reach that because you don't feel superficially, so you don't give off superficial energies. Maybe you need to exude this joy that is coming out, radiate the feelings that you have, share those emotions that you have, remind them that you love them, remind them that they mean the world to you, show them that they, and I don't just mean with gifts, because this looks like gifts as well, doesn't it? Oh, I'm giving you a present. What you're giving them, they don't want things, they want love. They want love, and they want a relationship that is maintained. You put the effort in, you show them every day, you tell them they look beautiful or handsome or they look good, you just go, oh, I love it when you smile. And it's not necessarily that they look beautiful and I don't just like, yes, they look beautiful physically. Who doesn't want to hear that they look good? I mean, like, oh my God, when you smile, it just fills me with joy. When you laugh, it's the most delicious noise. It's reminding them that aspects of them bring you joy as well, because they may not see it themselves. They may not see that. And I think sometimes you come across as, oh, I've got too much to do, and that comes across as dismissive. I think in the past you've been quite dismissive because you've been so focused on what you're doing. To them, they know you're doing what makes you happy, but they kind of want to be one of those things that makes you happy. And now you've got all the work thing down and you've got everything else all tied up. Now's the time to focus on your relationship pentacle and nurture that. But yeah, going forward, you can literally wish for the outcome that you want. Remember that when we make a wish and we put that out into the universe, that's what we want. So if you want a solid home with this person, yes, you're going to get it, and yes, you will feel fulfilled. And isn't that amazing? Please bear in mind, this person is also, there's only one person on this card. So be careful that what you're wishing for is also the same thing that they're wishing for, because then you can work together to do that, to get to that goal. It's about communicating and appreciating their feelings as much as your own, accommodating theirs to an extent and not just your own. But yeah, you can literally just work, you can put it out to, I want this outcome, I want this, is how I want the future to be. And the universe will provide, but equally you have to do a bit of the work towards it. So if you want a stable, loving relationship, if you want to marry this person that you want to be with, you need to be nurturing that seed. You need to be watering it, you need to be feeding it, you need to be maintaining it, you need to ensure that it's tending to the leaves that need to come off. Like, what areas need pruning? Can we get rid of those issues? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's literally maintaining a person like you would a plant. That sounds really like you're keeping them as a pet, but that's not how I mean it. You have to nurture something to help it grow. If you want your relationship to grow strong and healthy and provide fertile seeds for the future, have other offshoots that develop, then you have to maintain the roots and the base of it. If you don't have a solid base, it's never going to grow strong. Can I have a romance oracle card for Scorpio, please? If you're here because it's a person, wedding. This situation involves marriage. I kind of hate how cheesy these cards are sometimes. I don't know why I picked the romance card, but there you go. Sometimes I'm quite harsh, and I think the angel cards sort of soften that a little bit. Open, and then you've got, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive all the highest energy of all. And I think sometimes, because you're so deep in your feelings, I don't think you let anybody else's in as much as you don't give them out. And I think you've got to learn to flow, emotions to flow, which is ironic because to me the King of Cups, maybe you need to be a little more King of, like, you know, Queen of Cups instead of King of Cups. The King is quite cold, it feels deeply but doesn't really show it, whereas the Queen of Cups is more nurturing, considers somebody else's emotions when she makes decisions, listens to another person. I think you need to listen to the other person. I think communication is quite important. It is safe for you to love. You just have to open yourself up freely, communicatively, physically, emotionally to it, and be quite a bit more extroverted with how you feel towards the other person. Because they need to know it's safe for them to love as well. It's all right, very well saying that you want to feel safe. They also need to feel safe. And I think you need to be slightly vulnerable. And I don't think you like being vulnerable, Scorpio. You need to be vulnerable and let that person in. And allow yourself to feel and allow yourself to care. Because when you care enough, you make things happen. When you're passionate about something, you make it happen in every other aspect of your life. You make it happen when you care enough. So I think if you care about a person, you need to make that happen too. Like, make sure they know it. Okay, Sagittarius. Can I have a card for Sagittarius, please? So 3 cards. So we have the 4 of Cups. Apathy. Decision you didn't know was a possibility that was there. It's alright, the 2 of Wands just flew off the other deck. Random. Okay, what else have we got? Sagittarius. Apathy, having options. So you've got options, but maybe not the one that you, maybe one that you want that you're not even aware is available. Who knows? Or a past one. Sagittarius. I have a card for Sagittarius. Okay, we have the Emperor. This came up in Leos as well, and Sagittarius came up in Leo, so you could be dealing with a Leo or an Aries. Doing your, but that is doing your own thing, isn't it, Sag? That's very much you. Doing your own thing, travelling to the pyramids or the desert. You're all right on your own. This is very solitary cards. What have we got for the future? What have we got in the future card for Sagittarius? What have we got for the future for Sagittarius? Judgment. Oh, 3 came. Oh, that's more than... Every time I read for Sag, loads of things come out. So we've got Judgment, 10 of Swords, and the 5 of Wands. I'm not going to lie, Sag, that's not a happy future, but we'll get to that in a minute. On the surface, it's not. Initial reaction. I'm going to take a cup of tea. We're in for this one. As always, Sagittarius has so much it needs to know. So 4 of Cups, it is a feeling of apathy. It can be despondence to a certain extent, like, oh, it's not who I wanted or whatever, which is very similar to like last week's, and like the read I did for the Lion's Gate for Sagittarius. It's very much like, it's what I want, and I think at some point you kind of have to either do it, use it or lose it. That's what I'm getting. Use it or lose it. Yes, you're happy doing your own thing. Yes, I think you maybe have options. 3 of Cups is also a reunion. But I think your ideal, I don't think you're seeing your ideal in any option that's there. I think there is an option for you that you may not be aware of that is ideal. But yeah, oh, okay. Take some time to meditate. I know this is really corny and you always have to hurry and they say, take the time to meditate. But seriously, she's meditating. Meditate. Go within. Take the time to sit and think. Focus your thoughts and see what it is. What is your ideal Ace of Cups? What is your ideal relationship to be in? And then all you have to do is go out and get it. Go out and find it. Whatever this cup is that you dream of, that isn't actually physically in your being yet, it is in the realm of possibility though, because it's floating there in a little bubble. And whatever you think, as within, so without, whatever you put your mind to, you can manifest in the physical realm. So I would literally sit there and go, this is what I want. If you're here because you're in a relationship and you want to know where that's going, I'll get to that story in a minute. But if you're single or considering more than one person, you need to sit down, ignore, or even if you're in a relationship actually, because this could be to do with where you want your relationship to go. Literally, what it is you want in a relationship, sit down, write it out, write out what it is, what aspects of a person you want, your ideal partner would be, write it out, and then just go, this is what I want from a person. If you're with a person or considering 2 people or 3 people, who ticks those boxes? Who ticks what you want in a partner? Who ticks, they know themselves, they're confident in themselves. Who knows, I don't know, brown hair. You want blue eyes. You want tan skin. You want like that Mediterranean skin, or just literally you want them to have such an eclectic musical range of genres that they're into. You want them to like art, a certain type of art. You want them to like comics or graphic novels. You want them to know, like, sit on the beach at night time and just talk together. You want them to not be materialistic, to not want things all the time. They put people over things. Same religious belief as you possibly, or have no tendencies in any way. Just literally tick what would be your ideal mate, and so many different levels, and just say, I'm not going to accept anything except that person. It may be that you just literally write a name because you know on some level that that's a person that you want, but just write, I'm not willing to settle for less than this. Because the last read I had was about settling, not compromising. There's a difference for Sagittarius. For the Lionsgate read, I would have a look at that. I'll link it up the top. But yeah, you need to write it what you're willing to accept as a minimum for who you want to be with. So write out your ideal person. Say, I'm willing to, say you write out 10 things, go, the minimum I'm willing to accept is 7 of those boxes ticked. And then whoever you're considering, or who, if you're not considering anybody, if you just go, that's who I want, and put it out there, and then that person will let, I know what I want, I know how I want it to be, I'm going to build my empire the way I want it to be. He knows what he wants, he gets it, and he just expands, and he's on the lookout for his empress to help maintain that kingdom. I'm not saying you're a male, I'm not saying you're female. It's not genders in tarot. This is just that energy. It's the more masculine energy, not necessarily a man. And it's just that energy, the masculine energy of, I know what I want and I want to have it this way, and I'm going to make it happen, because the emperor commands how things happen in the empire, and he makes balanced decisions. He doesn't get too much in his feels. He knows what's best and he goes for it. And he's also fire energy, which is perfect for you, Sag. So for the future going forward, is this Judgment card. Have you learnt your lesson? For me, the lesson for you is, what are you willing to accept? What is the minimum you're willing to accept? Oh, there's something on the bottom of that. What is the minimum you're willing to accept? Have you learnt the lesson that you've settled before? Also, is it judgment time on a relationship? Is it done? Are you done? Are you just done because all it is arguments? That's what I'm also getting. What is the minimum you're not willing to accept, and what are you willing to, like, that is done. What is the minimum you're willing to accept, and what are you willing to fight for or compromise on? Because there's a difference between to compromise. What are you willing to compromise? Because I think now is the time for you to be selective. You need to be selective. Because I think for you, you've reached that point where you are looking for your empress, you are looking for your counterpart, you are looking for the other half, your equal, who you want to share your empire with. You've taken all this time to build this up. You don't want to just whittle it away on someone silly. See, I'm getting 2 options again. Yeah, 2 options. There is 2 options, look. There is 2 options. What are you willing to fight for and work on? Because this is competitive and fighting for what you believe in. And you also have, what are you not prepared? What is done? No, that's not happening. Dead in the ground. If it's that, dead in the ground. Not willing to accept less. Hit rock bottom. What is the rock bottom offer? You have 2 options. You can either settle and take what is just not going to serve you and not make you happy, or you can have something worth fighting for. Something that's worth winning. Worth winning a prize. It's not a prize, Jasmine. I'm not a prize to be won. But equally, you just... Now is the time for you to be selective. Now is the time, the moment to walk through the door. And maybe if there's 2 people, one's brighter than the other for you. They have different qualities, but maybe one shines brighter for you. Who knows, if you're considering 2 people. But now is the time to see what you're willing to accept. I'm getting that you really don't want a romance angel card, because that's just not your thing. It's not my thing normally, Sag, but for some reason I felt called to use these today. Oh. What is that? Engagement. Your love life is ascending and to a higher level of commitment. So, yeah, this isn't, by the way, necessarily an engagement or whatever. Well, it might be who you want to get engaged to or whatever. But if you're looking at, am I willing to, if you're with someone at the moment and they tick the boxes that you're willing to accept, then yeah, go ahead and get engaged. Whatever, that's your choice. But because you are willing to accept less compromise, less negative, because you're willing to accept nothing less than what you deserve. Nothing less than what you deserve. Because you now know your worth, and the person that is your equal coming in, it means that anything that isn't worthy of what you want, that isn't what you want, that is beneath what you are willing to accept, goes away. Your love life will ascend to a high level, because you're only taking what vibrates above that line. Do you know what I mean? Anything down here isn't even going to reach you. So up here, that then means that you're quite safe, less flittish, because obviously you're more sure that that's what you want to commit to, because I know that's hard for you, Sag, and it leads to you actually committing to somebody properly, like I think you want to, but you've always been scared to do. And I think once you know in a more logical way, you know that you feel about this person this way, but when you tick off a sheet, you're like, that is the person. And then that allows you to commit to them as a choice, as the way forward. True love, this is the romance of a lifetime. So yeah, you may already know. And the situation is calling for you to have faith, trust. Maybe you struggle to trust the person that you want to choose. Ascended love, what you're willing to accept. And you've got the Lovers, it's a choice. The Lovers is a choice. But you're looking for your equal and opposite. Maybe opposite, they may be a water sign. Who knows? Anyway, Sag, that's you done. We are on to Capricorn. See, I didn't forget Capricorn this time. Capricorn, can I have cards for Capricorn, please? Card for Capricorn, please. So you have the Knight of Cups in your past. For the present, the card for the present, please. So somebody was romancing and swooning you, Capricorn, sending love letters. You've been getting those lovely little romantic messages. Your White Knight on a steed. Oh, okay. For your present, you've got the Nine of Wands and the Chariot. This is one of my favourite Chariot cards. So you've got the Nine of Wands and the Chariot. So it may be a Cancer, especially with the Cup energy as well. In your present, you have the Chariot and the Nine of Wands. And for the future, the outcomes. Future. One more card, please. For Capricorn, a card for Capricorn. The Hermit. Okay. Before I start this, it's not awful. It's not awful. I just need to tell you that my reads aren't sugar-coated and they aren't all romance and rainbows. Unicorns and rainbows. Despite the fact there are a lot of white horses on here. But yeah, so in the past, romance, the person you're with was very romantic. They tended to you. They would buy you flowers, take you out for walks on the beach, possibly picnics. They'd communicate quickly because he's got wings on his shoes like Mercury. Yeah, they'd say sweet things. They'd be kind. Just, yeah. It was just romantic and amazing, and they wooed you. And then I think quite recently, I don't know, I feel like everything's kind of gone fast paced and you're like, whoa, 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 this is too quick even for me. I mean, when I want something, I know I go for it, but this is quick, this is moving, this is, yep, let's move in together. Woof, 100 miles an hour. Let's go on that trip together. Let's get a caravan maybe. But yeah, this is like 100 mile an hour. They know what they want, and it could be a Cancer. They know what they want, they want to commit, they know what they want to do, they want to move forward, they want to take it forward, drive it forward. The Chariot's also about balancing two different elements equally, fairly, to keep it on track. So if you look, he hasn't got any reins, he's just trusting them. And I think it's left you a bit defensive and a bit questioning, like, is this what I actually want? Because it's going so fast and something's got your guard up. You're like, why is this moving so fast? Why is this moving so fast? And yes, you're willing to take moves forward, and you've probably said to them, whoa, 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 hang on a minute, I need to process what this means. And that is exactly what's coming out, is that you need to process what it is you actually want. That may mean time apart from the relationship. If it's moving too fast, just go, whoa, whoa, whoa. We just need a break for a minute. We just need to it's moving way too quickly. It feels out of control, because I know you like to have control sometimes, Capricorn. It's out of control. It's going way too fast. We're literally running off the side of a cliff there. Up the side of a cliff. This is too... I'm not comfortable. It feels dangerous. And yeah, you're quite combative and defensive. I'm not sure if I want to go in for this fight. Do I want to go in for this fight? I don't know why you're going... Am I going in for this fight? Because I think it's literally pricked up your anxiety. Like, this is too quick. I don't like this. This doesn't feel safe. It doesn't feel safe. It doesn't feel like we've got a good enough foundation to do this with yet. We don't know each other well enough yet. Anyway, it's left you with the energy of the current moment going forward for the next couple of weeks or so is literally going in and seeing what it is you want, what you require, what makes your heart shine. Yeah, the Hermit is all about inner reflection and trying to find where it is you want to go, even within your own life. What it is you want. What is it you want from this relationship? What is it you're looking for to make you ultimately happy? Is it even this person? Because I'm getting that you've had quite a few arguments and you're like, another fucking argument because they want to move forward and I'm not quite ready. Also, if there's no swords energy here, so if you're not communicating those feelings to them, it's worth going within, and once you know what it is you want, you need to sit down and have that conversation with them, because at the moment I think they feel they can go 100 miles an hour because you haven't set any boundaries up. If you look, she's got a fence there. You haven't set any boundaries and they can go 100 miles an hour and you're like, whoa. So maybe you need to communicate them. Yeah, I'm happy to move forward with you, and yes, we will eventually get a house, but right now I'm not ready. And you moving at 100 miles an hour is just setting my red flags. I think it's affecting you like red flags. Whether it is red flags. Can I have a Romance Angels card for Capricorn, please? Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. I'm not entirely sure that's helpful for you, Capricorn, if I'm completely honest. Also, right, if you've just heard that and gone, oh, fuck, I didn't want him to be my soulmate, that's fine. Just so you know, that's fine. Because having that come out and you go, oh, fuck, I don't want them to be my soulmate, I think tells you everything you need to know when you go within. To think what it is you want, where you're willing to, you know, she's like floating off the edge of a cliff in the sky. That bitch is levitating. But literally, when you shut your eyes, what makes your heart warm? Just thinking about it. Because that's who your soulmate is. And they may not physically, but you may not even fucking know them yet. You may not know them yet, but you know how they make you feel. And if this person has got you defensive, building fences, needing to set boundaries, and they're not making you feel that heart warm, maybe they're not your soulmate. Also, soulmates are people that come into your life to teach you a lesson, to join you on your journey, and you learn a lesson together, and then sometimes you move off. So this person may just be a soulmate that's come into, like, you agreed in the 5D that you would come into this lifetime together and teach each other a lesson that you need to set boundaries. You do not have to accept things moving at 100 miles an hour, and that it's okay to let them go if they're not the right person for you. So maybe in that way they are a soulmate for you. Maybe they are. You know how I just said what makes you think and warms your heart? Very soon. Ignore the very soon, because whatever. These are airy fairy sugar coated and I'm not for that. But anyway, they do have a message to share though, so they're not to be written off. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now, is the bit that I'm taking from that. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you. So, what warms your heart? What is going to make you not get defensive, and want to go at you might want to go at 1,000,000 miles an hour with the right person, but right now that energy is blocking that movement forward. So who are you willing to like float off a cliff with? Because they're tearing up the cliff. but she's on guard. So who makes you want to levitate and just take that foolish leap off the cliff, because you know that you're going to levitate, you're going to float on air with them, because that's how they make you feel. You need to know who that is, because once you know what it is and what you want and how you feel about what you want in a partner, once you know, you can focus on accepting only that and then bring that into being in your life. That's Capricorn. Okay, so who's next? Aquarius. Let's have a read for Aquarius, shall we? Aquarius. Can I have a love read for Aquarius, please? A love read for Aquarius. A love read for Aquarius, please. Not really interested, Aquarius? Not really for it? That's fine. Can I have a read for Aquarius, please? For Aquarius that does want to know. Can I have a read, please? There we go. So you got the Justice for the past. What have we got for the present? Justice. You had to make a decision. The Devil in your current energies. I'm getting someone's pouring poison in your ear, by the way. Someone's pouring poison in your ear. I hope that resonates for somebody, because someone's whispering poison in your ear. You need to wonder why. What is their ulterior motive? And future, please. Or near future. The Hermit. Oh my god, you've got 3 major arcana come up. The Hermit. Okay, so in the past you have Justice. This can be a divorce. It could be somebody you're divorced from, or a split, or whatever. Anyway, you had to make a decision. You did take all the evidence in. You did consider everything. On balance, it didn't work out, or it did work out, whatever the decision was, whichever way it went. I don't know why I'm suddenly going, oh no, I didn't know. I thought I shouldn't, but I stayed. I thought I shouldn't, but I stayed. I thought I shouldn't, but I stayed. Why did you stay? Because I thought I needed them. I can't be without them. I think they're whispering shit in your ear. They're whispering poison in your ear, making you believe that you have to stay with them. No one will ever love you like I do. No one will ever love you like I do. Anyway, in the future you have the Hermit position. Sorry, in the future position you have the Hermit, which is isolating yourself. So you may end up leaving this person. I think you were going to leave them and you didn't, because they poured poison into your ear, making you think that you can't do without them. Just so you know, if they're doing that sort of thing where no one will ever love you like I do, or you're lucky to be with me, or that general you'll never do better than me sort of thing, that's technically abuse, just so you know, because anybody who loves you will build you up, not tear you down. They'll feel that they're lucky to be with you, not the other way around. Or just know that you work equally. Just throwing that out there. They will never make you feel like you're not enough for them if they're the right person. Oh, I've got a moth on my shoulder. Freak me out. Yeah, the Hermit. So maybe you need to just go within and just review that decision that you made. And if you... I'm going to say this the whole way through. The whole way through, in the back of my head, I've been getting Devil's Advocate. Devil's Advocate. Devil's Advocate. When you talk to your friends about this person, you defend them. You know your friend's right, but you play the Devil's Advocate. You justify what they're doing to you because they've literally earwormed into your head, and I get that. I've had it done to me. Somebody can literally make you think that you are lucky to be with them when really they're not worth the shit on the bottom of your shoe. No disrespect to them. Your friends have told you, you've now been left isolated. That's what I'm getting. You're feeling isolated, like you don't have support around you. There's nobody around for you to help you. There is always people around to help you, just so you know. There are always people out there. Devil's advocate. You feel like you're always playing devil's advocate. You're trying to justify why you should even be with this person to everybody else in the outside world. You're justifying, but he does this for me, or she does that for me, but I couldn't be without them. I can't survive on my own. I don't know what I would do on my own if I left them. I can't get divorced because, plus I chose to stay now. I can't, I did all that and I made that decision. I've decided to stay already. I can't go back on that. I've already committed to staying. I promised them we'd work together on it. Yeah, but do you feel like you're playing devil's advocate when you talk to people about them? Because you are. You're playing devil's advocate. You are playing the opposite side. Because they've literally got in to your thoughts. They've earwormed you. They've poured poison into your ear so much that your intuitive, your gut feeling about them, you literally go against how you know you should be feeling. Deep inside, how you actually feel. You are not trusting your own intuition. You're ignoring red flags. Red flags are coming up and you're advocating why you should stay with them all the time. It must be exhausting. It is exhausting. You know you can do better. On some level, you know you can do better than this. You know you are worth more than this person is offering to you. There is no way. You stop listening to their poison and listen to your inner voice. They're whispering they are whispering poison in your ear why you should stay with them. You're ignoring your inner voice. You're ignoring your own intuition. So you need to take some time out and seriously evaluate on balance, truthfully, not from whatever they've poured in your ear. Look at the facts. What have they actually done? What did they actually say? Not how did they, and if they apologised and they did not change their behaviour, Aquarius, that is manipulation. An apology without changed behaviour is manipulation. You are being manipulated. And if that goes on a grand scale, and if you call them up on it and they go, no, I didn't, it was this, and this, and they defend their horrific actions towards you, that's abuse. That's abuse. And you don't have to, that's gaslighting and abuse, and you do not have to tolerate that in any way. You are worth more than that, and you can get out of it. I know it feels like a labyrinth, like you're never going to get out of it, but you can't like that. I think you feel trapped in at the moment. Feel like you have nowhere to go, but that's a window. Once you smash through, once you let your inner voice smash through, oh my God, freedom beckons. Freedom beckons. Beckons. What's Beckham's got to do with it? Beckons. You are worth so much more than this. You are worth the moon and the stars, and all I'm getting is justice, like their time is up. Decisions to be made. The devil, which is never good because it's codependency. I think they've made you get to a situation where you think you can't live without them. You are codependent on them now. But I think that's an illusion. That's just an illusion. That's not. I think they're promising you the world. I think they keep promising you that you'll get married. I think they're promising you that things will be better, and these things just aren't appearing. They're not appearing. Better things are out there, but not with this person. Better things are there for you, just not with them. The person that you've got to wonder, if you do it, would you even be happy once it happens? If you're waiting for a ring, an engagement, or a wedding, do you want your life to be like this the whole way through, where you have to defend them to all your friends? And I think it's all your friends are telling you, and you've just slowly gone, well, why can't you see what I see? he loves me. He tells me he loves me. Does he tell you, or she tell you that they love you? Do they tell you that they love you? Or do you just think that they do? I think they probably love bombed you in the beginning, and now maybe not so much. They keep telling you why they're lucky, why you're lucky. Your true love is out there. You just need to get rid of this to get there. Okay, the card that's come on the bottom. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Your friends are out there. If you feel like your friends are distanced from you, it's because they can't keep watching you do this to yourself. It's almost like you've isolated yourself because they can't sit there listening to you make out that they're a wonderful person when in their mind they're not worth the shit off your shoe. That's what I'm getting. They're not worth the shit off your shoe. They've probably said that to you. He's not worth or she's not worth the shit off your shoe, mate. And now you're feeling isolated, but there is a window there. There is a window of hope, and it's your friends. And if you reconnect with your friends and go, look, I'm not sure about this anymore. There are red flags that I'm not seeing, or I've refused to see. I think you've seen them. You've just not been willing to acknowledge them. Your friends are there. And friends are brutally honest, so you might not be comfortable hearing what they're saying, but I think you need to hear it because they're there for you. Look, they want to be there on your actual wedding day with the person you're supposed to marry and just be pleased for you and enjoy the magic and be in that moment. But right now, they just can't watch you keep being damaged by somebody that says they love you, but they clearly don't, Aquarius. Because love wouldn't hurt like this. Love wouldn't hurt like this. And they can help you find ways to get out of it. If you're scared to get out of it, they can help you find ways to get out of it. Because it can seem terrifying. You know, you're on your own again. You've got to find somewhere to live. You've got to, you know, work out what going forward, what that means for you. But that is hard, and your friends are there to support you through that. Okay, Pisces. Read for Pisces, please. Read for Pisces. Read for Pisces. Card for Pisces, please. Queen of Cups. So you've been in a really good place with your emotions, helping and supporting others, nurturing others. In your current energy, you have the Ace of Cups, and behind it is the Seven of Pentacles. So you've been on your own, Pisces, and you're quite happy on your own, I think. Got everything you need. Emotionally, you support yourself. Look at you. You're there for others if they need you. Guiding other people. Very in tune with what makes you happy. And something's come along that is potentially an amazing opportunity for love. So in the love reading, this is Ace of Cups. It could be that you're in a really good place in your life anyway, and you've just, oh God, okay, sorry, that's just flown everywhere. Sorry, they've just gone everywhere. That's too many. It's too many. It's too many. That is too many. Sorry, it's just thrown a load of cards at me, but the ones that grabbed me were the Lovers and the Magician, but I'm going to set that aside because I think that's somebody else's thing. Queen of Cups. So the Ace of Cups can be, that is what it is. Sorry, I was about to say something and then it's come out. The Ace of Cups, if you don't want a baby, you need to be really careful, because what's come out is the Lovers. With this, as I was talking about the Ace of Cups, the Lovers and the Magician. The Magician is all about manifestation and creation. On some level you may want it, may want a baby on some level. Obviously the Lovers is a choice, but look at the way they're looking at each other. If you're looking to have a baby, then yes, it looks like that's going to be successful. If you're not looking to have a baby, be careful, because this would imply that a hookup would bring about a child with the Ace of Cups, because the Ace of Cups is a baby. But and if you do, there's a choice, and I'm getting that if there is, this is the storyline for you, that there's, you make the baby, you're making a choice whether it's, is that what I want, isn't that what I want, do I keep it, do I get rid? No judgment from me, because you have to make that decision, probably. And the Lovers is a choice as well, by the way. The Lovers is a choice. Which future do you want to make happen? Do you want one where you have a child, or do you want one where you don't have a child? Again, no judgment from me. I'm pro-choice, not. It's your body, it's your choices. What I would do personally is different, but it's not my choice, is it? It's your choice. So, pro-choice. If you want to keep it, keep it. But you're like, what does this mean? Is it going to bring me what I think it's going to bring? This new life sprouting within you, taking flight. What does the future, what is in the future for Pisces? I'm just going to finish off this baby read, and then I will go from there. Six of Swords. You need to assess your feelings on it, because whatever choice you make, there's no coming back from that choice. Obviously, it's a child. It's a child. But yeah, you need to process and move forward in whatever direction. There are two sets of birds flying in two different directions, so you have a choice which way you're going to go. I don't think either way is going to be an easy choice for you, Pisces, to be honest. You're either going to grieve that maybe you could have managed, but did you want to? That's what you're going to have to deal with on one choice, and on the other you're like, it's great that I'm blessed with this, but that's going to mean major sacrifices for me. And you have to mourn the life, you have to mourn the choice that, although you've made a choice, you've made that choice, and it's a great choice either way. You get a full freedom of your life, or you get a new life, literally a new life in your life. There is a grief that comes with that. You either grieve that on some level you could have had that life where you have the child, or you could have, or equally on the other side you have to grieve, even though it's not what you wanted. There, with any major choice, there is an amount of grief attached to it, and you have to process that. And if you do choose, you have to mourn and grieve the life that you didn't see this coming. So you weren't expecting to do it. You weren't expecting this to happen. So you have to kind of grieve the things that you're probably going to have to give up to do it, which I think you're more than willing to do if you've made that choice. But again, you still naturally have those, oh, but I wanted to go travelling. Don't get me wrong, this is a great adventure, but I still wanted to go travelling. You kind of have to process that in order to move forward. So I'm going to take away those baby cards, because the other storyline is, yep, you're in a great place. By the way, if you are worried that you can handle it, you can. The Queen of Cups is emotionally open and nurturing, so you have more than enough in you to nurture that child emotionally. If this is a new relationship coming into your life, you're actually wondering, is it worth it? Is it going to grow? Is it worth my effort? Is it worth the effort? Much simpler storyline than a baby. But anyway, yeah, new life, new potential, new life, a new relationship, a new opportunity to have an emotional experience, love coming into your life, the Ace of Cups. You've worked on yourself, you've filled up your cup, and now your cup overflows. So you are now available to share the overflow of your cup, the love in your cup overflow, to another person. And you're trying to work out which plant you're going to nurture, which seeds are you going to nurture. And I think you have one in mind. You have one, it's already started to take roots, and you're wondering, do I stick around? Is it going to be worth it? I kind of like this person. I can see it going somewhere, but is it going to work for us? Is it going to be where we want it to be? Six of Cups. The Six of Cups. Six of Cups is children. Oh my God. So many babies and children tonight in this read. But again, I think you're looking for loyalty. I think you're looking at definitely loyalty. Loyalty is definitely there for you, Pisces. That is important to you, I think. Are they going to be loyal? Because right now you're at this stage, and I think you're hoping that it will evolve into you want to fall in love with your best friend. You want your lover to be your best friend. Who doesn't? You need to be honest and speak to them. Have an open conversation. Like, where do you see this going? It's, you know, it's time to invest and nurture. I kind of want to water this plant that we've got, but where is it going? I want to do it before it becomes too established, more established, because it's already sort of established. Look, because it's got roots and it's actually germinated through the soil and growing. But yeah, where do you see this going? Normally the Six of Cups is like a reflection, nostalgia thing, but this one to me shows progression, not regression. So where do you see this going? What are your values? You're trying to establish whether they're loyal or not. So anything else? Yeah, you're weighing up. There's a lot of pentacle energy. A lot of pentacle. You've also got the Ace of Pentacles. So this is could be that you're dealing with a Scorpio, by the way. If you are, read the Scorpio read. Because I think they're at the Eight of Pentacles. They think they've done the work and they kind of need to add this pentacle to yours to make it worth it. But this is an opportunity to grow with somebody. Absolutely. You need to be honest, because you need to balance out what they want, what you want, where you want to see this going, what you're willing to accept, what you're not willing to accept. Two of Pentacles is a choice. Weighing up two things, balancing. Can you even accommodate another person in your life? If this is to do with the baby thing as well, can I accommodate this baby in our life? Are we capable of raising this tiny person to be a well-balanced, you know, well-balanced person, well-rounded person? But yeah, you're weighing up. You have to weigh up all the pros and cons and make that decision of where you want to plant this seed. You just want to know where it is you want to plant it. And I think the only way you're going to know that is if you talk to them. Because if you add these two together, you get the Eight of Cups, which is hard work, commitment, perseverance. You've reached the point, Pisces, where you want to do I want to persevere? Do I want to progress this? Do I want to keep my own, or do I want to share it with someone? Do I want to take on somebody else's pentacle and work forward with them? Loyalty's big though. You want to know how, you want to know that they're going to be there. If you're invested, you want to know they're going to be there. That they're committed. Get them talking about their feelings. They're avoiding something in their feelings, especially if they're a Scorpio. They're avoiding something in their feelings. Or no, they're not avoiding it. They feel it. They just haven't told or shown you how they feel. Maybe they're scared to, because if you're giving off this, I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I'm ready. Okay. Can I have a Romance Angels card for Pisces? Thank you. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Also, you've got romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. I think maybe you're scared to feel them as well, Pisces. I think you're scared to commit, to open up to them, because if they are quite, it can be coming off quite distant, like you can't reach how they feel. And that's what's making you hold back, that you don't know properly how they feel about you. You just need to have a conversation with this person. Because I think once you do, you can connect deeper and you know that you have this foundation. Because if you take the Ace and the 2, you get the 3, which is building a strong foundation, a future together. I think they are loyal. I think there is a safe bet. There is a safe bet to move forward, because this is an opportunity to grow, set down roots. it is a fresh seed. It is, the aces are the distilled energy of their suit. They are the peak potential of what you could get. And this is all health, wealth, loyalty, because the earth signs are loyal. The earth energy is loyal, it's dependable, it's there, it nurtures, it helps you grow. It's an excellent base for like building things and growing things from. They're dependable, they are loyal, they are yeah, they're just self-sufficient. I think this person's self-sufficient, and they have something to offer you financially, materially, physically. This is tangible, the material, tangible world that is around us. So this is an opportunity to grow an amazing life together. You just need to choose what you want to do. But yeah, so if you do want it, make the effort, because I think if you give out energy to them, they will reciprocate it back. So yeah, if you say, oh, I kind of see I see a future with you, what do you see happening? You know, are we growing this together? Is this happening? I mean, I'm more than happy to water it. Got plenty of love to pour onto your little plant. Do you want to grow with me? Do you want to grow with me? You never know, something might grow. Anyway, Pisces, that is, I hope that's helped in some way. And I hope that if that is a hard decision for you, I hope that yeah, I hope that the decision that you come to fulfills you, because it's not an easy one to make in any way, and I'm not in any way diminishing that choice. Yeah. Anyway, oh look, the Ace of Pentacles came out again at the bottom. But yeah, so that's actually quite a nice read. If you're worried about committing, you do have everything you need in this person to commit to. So anyway, I hope that's told you everything you want to know. I'm sorry if it's gone on a little bit long. I've waffled a bit. If you've watched all the way through, wow, 2 hours, well done. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know below if anything resonates. If you want to subscribe, feel free to like, share, whatever. Yeah, everything is appreciated. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you again soon. Bye for now.